So if you drive Audi e-tron 55, this is your story. But let me explain why this is your story. Because if you drive e-tron 55, the lift is your new home. Because all eDrives, front and rear, have coolant leak on the rotor side. They use SiC seal, silicon carbide mechanic seal, which is prone to failures. And those eDrives fail, front and rear, mostly between 30 and 60,000 kilometers. And it costs more than 7,000 euro for per piece in OEM workshop. On this one is in defect, but we will use gearbox side because we need it for this example. This one has some sort of error code with the coolant pump, which we will diagnose and check what is exact cause of the problem. Diagnostic tool, we use Auto. We will check which are the active and non-active error codes. What is interesting, when you have an eDrive failure, front or rear, you can see battery terminal runaway detected. I mean, it is active and static, but first you need to make the high voltage isolation test to prove where is the problem, rear or the front. It can be both rear and front eDrive failure or coolant leak. We don't see any isolation issues. We will lift e-tron now up, and we will check directly on high voltage cables do we have, and which cable do we have isolation problem. Domagoj will start preparing this eDrive for this vehicle while Mattia is removing original ones. This is a side of eDrive high voltage connection, so it goes inside the inverter first. This is the best spot to check isolation. Okay, let's proceed. So we have zero isolation on high voltage. This is a positive side. Check the negative side. So you see on both sides we have low isolation. So we confirm that the front eDrive is fully filled with the coolant. This is the cover where the seal is located. And for example, on this bolt you can check if there is any coolant in the expansion. We call it expansion bottle. And if there is any leak here, that means the seal already leaked outside. I think we have surprise in the gearbox oil. Let me see. Oh. This is coolant inside the gearbox. Unbelievable. This is notorious Audi design issue where it gets the upper suspension arm gets stuck in the wheel hub. This vehicle has only 30,000 kilometers and almost half of the suspension bolts are not able to go out. So it is taking extra time just to remove. Yeah, so as you can see, it is completely rusted and it is extremely difficult and time consuming to remove it. And on this drive you can see how the coolant leak looks like. Let me show you what is the technology behind the failure. We already repeated several times. Silicon carbide seals, which are used in automotive industry for electric powertrains, is completely wrong technology. This should be thrown into garbage. We have access to original one, but we will not use it anymore. So whatever we do with the mechanical SiC seals, we will always try to completely throw out this technology and use our own. Original seal. This is the rotor side, original one, and this is the cover side which go in. So it mechanically seals during the rotation, mechanically seals the coolant from the stator zone. What we use thermal treated steel, which is polished and nano coated. We press it in, and then we use our seal to seal the surface between the rotor and the stator side. This is the only way which we already validated on Tesla large drive unit. Tesla large drive unit uses similar technology, but it's not PTFE. This is the LDU is a graphite seal. This is a PTFE because it can sustain higher temperatures than graphite one, but it was custom made only for e-tron. This will be included in our e-tron APA250 kit. And I released one teasing video on TikTok, and we have one interesting comment which might be completely correct. He says that his friend works in the factory where motors are produced, and if you drive this motor into the reverse more than 150 meters, it's gonna break down. Why this might be correct? Because the seal has rotation direction. You can see if it's rotating, let's say into this direction, it will seal. But if you drive in opposite direction, it will probably leak outside. So the seal is not designed to go into in both directions, and this might be the primary reason. This might be really revealing, because now we might understand why all other eDrives fail with the same technology. One of the hardest tasks is to remove, I don't know how to call this, a resolver hub sleeve, which is pressed inside the rotor, and it's unbelievably stuck every time we are trying to pull it out, and this is the only way. Finally. So we have high voltage soup with the coolant. We call this internally Achtung Dichtung. Let's open the expansion bottle. I want to see. When you want to test if your motor is leaking, and if you need to visit us for permanent HolyGrail solution, you can do it from bottom of the vehicle, and you can remove the bolt, and you will see flood from the expansion bottle. And okay, put it back, and then put some bucket and collect all the coolant. We don't want to flood the workshop. This is how it looks like when it leaks. It's completely bad. So what does it mean when you drive e-tron and when you start hearing some buzzing noise from eDrive? That means it already leaked. Coolant gets inside the bearings and flush out the grease, and it damages the bearing, and that's the first sign that you are too late to visit us. This one looks pretty fresh because we see that the resolver is untouched with the corrosion. Usually when we have a prolonged leak inside sealing surface, sealing zone, you will see a lot of corrosion on the resolver, but this one looks okay. You see that, look, this original seal completely melted. How is this possible? Yeah, you see, but this one is untouched, and this vehicle has only around 30,000 kilometers, so it's pretty new. Oh, what a mess. So we have coolant oil soup. Gearbox is not damaged, it's usually damaged. This is one of the worst case scenarios. What we already heard from some employees from Audi, if it leaks inside the gearbox, it permanently damages the gearbox. So it is extremely important. If you see any buzzing, milling sound from eDrive, there is high possibility that coolant went inside the gearbox. You should stop immediately and you should contact us, so we deploy the HolyGrail repair kit and procedures so it doesn't happen again. This is the worst case scenario, and it is a different price because if you damage the gearbox, you will pay the gearbox extra. When you finish installing our stainless steel sleeve on the rotor, it looks like this, but anyway, you will need to put the Loctite glue, then press it in from outside, and the last step is to check circular rotation gap, let's say. Maximum is 0.05 millimeters, and here you can see we have oscillation up to 0.04, so we are on the edge, but this is acceptable, and this is mandatory to check.
So guys, powertrain is completely assembled. We did all the tests needed to be sure that everything is okay. We did the isolation test, we did the pressure test and everything. We put all back together, and now it's ready to install inside the subframe and then inside the car.
HolyGrail reman is finished. There is no error codes. We made short test on the lift. Now we will test how it drives. We'll make some road test, because this is the first sample which we will need to validate how to change. Jesus Christ. What a shifter. We have park assistant defect, and unfortunately first road test was unsuccessful. You drive, for example, for 100 meters, then it throws up the the powertrain error code, something, and it doesn't drive. It is in the ready state. I see that battery didn't disconnect. DC is working, but it doesn't drive. This is the second test. If you have seen that we had a performance internal error, we had difficulties to trace it, but finally we found out what is the issue. We had one more hidden defect on eDrive, and we were not sure 100%, but we changed something and we repaired something. Now it fully drives and we have full power without problem. So even HolyGrail eDrive kit it's alone, it's not helpful if you don't know how to troubleshoot all possible causes and defects on eDrive. So on the second attempt we removed everything, we disassembled everything, and we measured everything so we could trace the issue. Right now it drives, there is no overheat, there is no internal issue, there is no internal fault, some kind of performance fault, and I will make maybe 50 or 100 kilometers of test. And this is the reason, for example, this is the most expensive type of defect if you are too late for EV Clinic HolyGrail reman. Right now we will offer to all our customers for front eDrive APA250, we will offer preventive repair, because it is better to act preventively than waiting for problem to happen, because always you have two types of defects. One is electronic and second one is mechanic issue. So in most cases, if you are too late, you have two issues, and it might be the most expensive one. So please, all Etron drivers and owners, it is better to check with our certified workshops. In the first 6 months, we will do the repairs only in Zagreb, and in all our certified workshops within our franchise network. And they will need and they will must use our HolyGrail e-tron kit. Stay tuned and see you later.